Hey guys, my name's Jeff. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today I am going to unbox the Tenba 16L all-weather camera backpack. It's a backpack that I actually got a few months ago, and I got it the same time that I got the Tenba 14L all-weather, and I love that backpack and I use it every time I go out to do a photo shoot. I returned the 16L because while it was a good pack, it was a little bit bigger than what I needed, and I just didn't think it was going to be something that I would use a lot, and so I just decided, since it was still brand new, to just send it back and, you know, go on with life. Anyways, what's wound up happening is it turns out that I have a lot more photo gear and video gear. Every week I go out several times and do photo shoots, mostly headshots, portraits, stuff like that. And sometimes I go out and do video shoots. While there's some equipment, like the camera I'm using to shoot this with is the Sony A74. I use that, and I use my zoom lenses for most of my photo shoots and also the video stuff. But then the lighting changes. For the photo shoots I use mono lights, which are flash units, strobe units, and then I use constant source lights like the ones that's lighting me over here and over here to do the video lighting. So now I have two sets of lights, there are different sets of batteries. I need to keep track of all this stuff because I do not work in a studio. I work on location, and so I'm going somewhere in my car. I'm far away from home and from where all my other equipment is. And so if I forget a camera, if I forget a lens or a tripod or a light stand, I'm out of luck. And I can't, you know, I don't have a lifeline where I can just say, I need a camera flash or I need a memory card, have it here in 10 minutes because there's someone standing in front of me waiting to be photographed. So I have to have everything. So what I've decided to do is get this second camera bag and to keep a checklist and make sure that everything that I need for that backup camera situation is in this bag. I'm probably going to use this either for my duplicate of my photography, or I'm just going to use this as a video bag. I haven't decided yet, but the reason I mentioned the duplicate to the photography is whenever you do a photo shoot as a professional, you need to have a second camera, a second lens, a second memory card, and a second battery for the camera, and a flash if you use flash. And you just have to have that, and it's in a pack, it's in a bag, it's in a case, wherever you want to keep it. But you need that so that if and when the camera you're depending on, your everyday shooting camera, goes down, you can just reach over and take the other camera and it's ready to go, and it's got memory and it's got power. Because invariably at some point in your career, something unexpected is going to happen, something's going to break or just not work, and you can't look at your client and say, oops, my bad, because this is your profession. Just like a surgeon doing heart surgery can't stop in the middle of a surgery and say, oh, I screwed up. That really important retractor that I need to hold the sternum open, I left that behind. So anyways, this is your gear. If you're a pro, you really need to make sure you have some backups. And without further ado, let's get into opening this new camera bag. Okay, here it is. It just arrived today. Amazon dropped it off. Today's Sunday. It is the 30th of July. And okay. Here we go. And it's opening, and you're getting the first look. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here is the 16L. How nice, it's in its bag. You get an unboxing and an unbagging, both in the same video. All right, so let's get this twisty tie off of here. Okay, and here's the bag. Oh, look at this. This is such a beautiful bag. It's like elegant. It's beautiful to look at. one of the things I really love about this bag, my 14L has it and the 16L does too, is it's got this camo. Can you see it? It's kind of hard to see, but when you hold it at an angle, now you see it. This is like the most beautiful colored, the way it reflects light is just so nice. So this is a backpack and it's got this top pocket right here. I'll show it to you guys. You can look in here. Now this is where you could keep any kind of extra equipment that doesn't go in the main compartment. You could put a sweatshirt or a shirt or a lunch or anything. You could put anything that you want that is not necessarily your camera and lens. That's what I would use this for. And it's a really large kind of compartment on the top. Now I just got easily distracted because this is such a cool looking pack and I love that top compartment. What's really cool about this bag, in addition to the fact that it's all weather and it's waterproof, is that the camera stuff goes in here. So I'm just gonna put this on so you can see it. The camera goes in where the back part is. So that when you're wearing it, like if you're traveling, if you're on a safari, if you're on vacation, if you're in a foreign country, as long as you're wearing the pack, you don't have to worry about anything happening to your camera or your lenses. They're secure, they're right there against your back. It's really nicely padded and you've got your gear in there, but there's no way it's gonna come out. So you know it's with you. And this is super comfortable. I'm gonna just stand here sideways. You can see it's a really low profile. It's just, this is, again, a larger backpack than the one that I've been using. I've been using the 14L. I think L is for liter. So this is a 16 liter. And it's just slightly bigger. Now that I hold it, it's not like a big deal. It's not like this is a huge bag compared to the other. But I think this is gonna be what I need because the 14L, while it's great for my Sony A74, and I've got 2 lenses and I keep a flash unit in it, for the jobs I've been doing and my extra backup gear, it's probably would be a little on the small side. I think the 14L is a beautiful pack for when you're traveling and you don't want to have too much stuff. But for location photography and videography, I'm willing to have a slightly bigger bag that'll probably spend a lot of time in the car going to and from places. But anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bunch of my gear into this and then I'm gonna show you kind of how it packs in there. And by the way, I'm shooting this video with the A74 because I love this camera and I love the lenses, and it's just, I shoot everything with this now. But I'm gonna fill this up with just my DSLR, which is a Canon EOS 80D, and I've got a few lenses. But just to give you an idea of how they fit into the bag. And so without further ado, let me put some stuff in here. Before I put things into this camera bag, I am going to show you what it looks like, the camera compartment, okay? So here's this really foam, like nice, like memory foam, comfortable part that goes against your back. Then there's another clip here. This here would go again across your waist. This one up here is a sternum strap. Let's see here. And I just want to say, these clips are really nice quality. I mean, by the way, I bought this myself. I'm not sponsored. Nobody gave this to me or is paying me to say this, but they use really nice little snaps and fasteners, and it seems like everything on this bag is very nicely engineered. Okay, so I'm gonna unclip this, and I'm gonna unsnap this, and I'm gonna show you. Here is where the camera stuff goes. This is just beautiful. So there you go. This is awesome because it's got a lot more room than the 14L, and I know it's gonna be able to fit my camera and my lenses without having to remove lenses and kind of try to fit everything in. Like this one's gonna be easier to work with. And then this here is a weather wrap right here, and I'll show you how this works. this weather wrap, see that? This is a really cool thing that comes with these Tenba backpacks. Now, what you'll see here is it's reflective, and I've actually used this. Brought my camera gear, I was on a tennis court. It was really hot out there. It was like blazing sun, and I didn't want my camera gear to get overheated. I didn't want the cameras to get hot in there. So I just put this here around the backpack, okay? I will put this on once I've loaded up the bag with stuff, but you can see right here, it's highly reflective. And then if you turn this inside out, like that, now you've got a much stealthier thing. It's got the Tenba name on there, but you could put this over your bag, and then suddenly it doesn't even, like, if it's raining, you've got a perfectly waterproof cover that goes over your all-weather bag. So I think the bag is fine as it is without waterproofing if you're like in a light rain or drizzle or whatever. But let's say you get stuck on like a downpour, or you're backpacking, or you're, you know, out on the road for hours. If you put this over the backpack, that's gonna keep it really dry. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this up with my Canon camera and lenses and some other stuff, and then I'll show you how it all fits in. Okay, so I have loaded this up with an extra camera and some lenses and stuff like that. So here's the pack loaded up with stuff. And you can see it's got a really low profile. And now I'll just show you what I put in here. By the way, this was really easy to load up with gear, and much easier than the 14L to fit all my stuff in. So here's the Canon camera right up on top. This is the 80D with a 24 to 105 telephoto zoom. And then here's a 135 f2, which is a pretty nice, it's a beautiful portrait lens. It's good telephoto for anything. And then I've got an 85 right here. And over here, I've got this Tamron, and this is a 70 to 180 great telephoto that I use with the Sony A74 a lot. It's a beautiful lens. So anyways, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lenses and 1 camera, and I still got space here. I also, I'll just show you what I've got here. I've got a box of business cards, and I always keep these in my camera bag wherever I go. Highly recommend you have some business cards, because you're gonna meet people when you're out on photo shoots, and invariably they'll say, hey, do you have a card? And that's your chance to be professional, to hand them your card and say, yes, here you go. I look forward to working with you. But if you don't have the card, it doesn't look quite as good. So I'm gonna zip this up here. And then, as promised, I am gonna show you what the cover looks like on this. All right, so when you have this is really the first time putting this on. I'm gonna put the foil cover, the foil part, because I just think that's so cool. It looks kind of like an astronaut situation, you know? So, there we go. Oh, this is so cool. This is the greatest. So here it is. Look at that. It's covered. You could go out in the blazing sun. You could be in the desert with this, and it will stay nice and cool in there. And this is waterproof as well. Like I said, you can reverse this and use the black side in there, or the silver side. And then if you are walking around in the heat or the rain or whatever, that's what it looks like. I just think this is the coolest thing. I did not think I would like the 16L, and in fact, I returned one a few months ago, and I just figured I'm using the 14L. It's all I need. This bag's not going back. And I will flip this inside out so you can see what it looks like in what I will call the stealth mode. Here we go. All right, there you go. Okay, so there is with the waterproof thing on the back, and it's nice and just under the radar. It's just black, and it's a matte kind of thing, and it's rain. You know, it's so funny, in the middle of summer, I don't even think it would ever rain again, but I'm in Seattle and it rains most of the year. So having this will be really nice when I'm going to and from places, just to have something to waterproof it if I need to, if it's raining a lot. Otherwise, I will just pop this off and use this. Now, I'm gonna show you a few more things about this. Now, obviously this just arrived and I don't have a lot of experience using this, but I'm gonna report to you, I'm gonna make a video soon about the 14L and how I use that from day to day. But I wanna show you this here, some of the other things that are very cool about this bag. Okay, this is the front pocket, which is a lot like the one that's on the 14L, except this one holds a 16-inch laptop. My 14L just holds, I believe it's a 13-inch. So the laptop will go here. I'm just gonna hold this so you can see. There's a pocket right here. See that? That's where the laptop would go, right there. And then here there's a pocket where you can put a hard drive, you could put your phone in here, you could put batteries, memory cards, really anything. I do a lot of portrait and headshot photography. I think I'm gonna keep a little mirror in here because a lot of times when I'm photographing people, before we begin the shoot, they'll say, hey, do you have a mirror so I can, and a lot of times just being able to say, here you go. Also a good place to keep business cards. And then there's another pocket here. So you have laptop pocket here with a little Velcro thing. I love this. This is for keys. A little loop here. You can put your keys on. Can you see that? Right there. And then you've got a pocket here. And it zips closed. And this is waterproof here, or all weather, whatever you call it. And I'm just gonna put something here in the top so you can see how this gets used. Okay, so I got a couple more things to put in this bag. Okay, I want to point out one other thing. See this handle that I just used to pick this up? This is a real handle. A lot of times you'll buy bags and they'll have a handle. It's like cosmetic. You use this 1 or 2 or 3 times and before long it's like pulling out. The threads are coming undone. You know, the seams are... This here, this is solid. You can just feel it. That's what a handle is supposed to feel like. Okay, so this top part here, all right? I'm just gonna put some stuff in so you see how this works in real life, okay? I'll show you what I'm putting in. First, I've got some sunglasses, okay? I'm gonna bring these with me. Those go in there. A grapefruit. Grapefruit, see? Checks out, right? Real grapefruit. That's going in here. Here is a, like a hoodie. It's just a warm fleece kind of thing, right? So for when it gets cold out. The funny thing is it's like 90 degrees in Seattle today. It's funny to be packing a sweatshirt. So that's in there. And okay, so then once it's in there, it's got a Velcro here, so you can push that together. And then you just roll it down. And then this little clip here, I'll just show you. See that? There you go. There it is. That clip just goes right over here and clips in there. So now that that's clipped in, I don't know if you can see it, it's right there. There you go. See that? Clipped in. So that's now tight, that's not going anywhere. So the grapefruit, the sweatshirt, the sunglasses, they're all in there. And then one other thing, there's a pocket on the side. This is a really nice pocket, and there's this here. So what I would use that for, I'm gonna actually show you. Do I have a tripod around here? Okay, so this here is made to hold a tripod, okay? So what you can do is put the leg in here and then just let it go down into this pocket here. And there you go. And then on the other side, there's another mesh pocket. So on the other side, we've got a mesh pocket here. There you go, water. So now we can see this thing loaded up. We've got a camera, we've got like 3 lenses, a grapefruit, a sweatshirt, some sunglasses, a tripod, and a bottle of water. And I think you can see them all now. There it is. This is really lightweight. This is really easy. And these are very comfortable, they're padded. It really doesn't feel like anything, you know. So it would be easy to walk around town all day with this. And if you eat the grapefruit and drink some water, it just gets lighter and lighter. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really is nice. That engagement with the video lets YouTube know you liked it, and then they will push it out and show it to more and more people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and then you will get a heads up whenever I make new videos. Real glad that you joined me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.